I'm Marla Barnes, publisher of the Hydro Group for Penwell, and today I have as our special guest Mr. Kurt Johnson, who is the president of the Western Small Hydro Association. Kurt, great to have you today.
Pleased to be here, thank you.
Yeah, you have been talking all over the country about this idea of energy recovery hydropower. Tell me what this is all about.
It's essentially a new industry that has just recently become economically possible. The basic idea is that the water is flowing through existing infrastructure, and there's energy that can be recaptured. So moving water is a very energy-intensive business, particularly in the West. You know, you're moving lots of water over long distances, and sometimes with a lot of topography. Embedded in that is a lot of energy that can be recaptured. So as an example, a typical water plant in Colorado is based on having a pipeline that goes 1,000 feet up the hill. It comes down. There's something called a pressure reduction valve, which is a mechanical device which reduces the pressure prior to going into the filtration plant. You can't put high pressure water typically into filtration systems. So it just knocks it down, and most of these systems are a simple mechanical device that essentially burns off that pressure but doesn't generate any useful energy. Energy recovery hydropower is essentially adding hydropower generation in parallel to a pressure reduction valve and taking mechanical energy, which is otherwise being wasted, and generating electricity.
Okay.
For water operators, energy costs can be a significant part of operational costs. And so when you can generate energy on site and offset the load associated with a water treatment plant, you can realize substantial economic benefit. It's sort of like putting rooftop solar on your water treatment plant, except it's even better than rooftop solar because it operates, all the time, depending on how often your water's flowing.
Right. Well, I would think there's lots of water treatment plants across the country.
There are tens of thousands. There's probably 60,000 water treatment plants, around 15,000 wastewater treatment plants. Every water treatment plant I've ever been in has a pressure reduction valve system of some type. Some estimates suggest there are 400,000 or so pressure reduction valves within the existing water distribution system in the United States. Some significant percentage of those can be retrofitted with energy recovery hydropower to both reduce pressure while also generating new baseload clean electricity with virtually zero environmental impact because the water is already an existing pipeline, the water is already being diverted from an existing natural waterway. So it's just a new energy source.
Great opportunity
available
there.
to be tapped, absolutely.
Yeah. Now you mentioned Colorado. Coming up in the end of June, there's an opportunity to learn more about this energy recovery hydropower with a workshop that you're organizing. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the workshop is targeted at water operators. We have all the vendors that manufacture equipment that can be deployed within existing water distribution. Folks that have equipment that can just be seamlessly integrated into a water plant, reduce pressure, and simultaneously generate electricity to help water operators to lower their costs.
Okay, so this is June 27th.
June 27th.
At the Colorado Convention Center.
Room 207.
Yeah, co-located with the Hydrovision International event. So we definitely encourage you to check out the workshop. All the details are right here on the screen about how to get information about registering, signing up for that. Kurt, it sounds like a great opportunity that water operators across the country, not just in Colorado, should look into.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think we're just kind of at the forefront of this industry, and so ultimately it should become just a standard, commonplace, best practice. We want to get to a world where every water operator sort of asks himself, do I have excess pressure within my existing system whereby I can profitably recapture that to offset my energy load? So great new clean energy source.
It is. Well, thank you very much for being here today. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.